Hello guys, welcome. If it's morning for you, good morning. If it's evening, good evening. I promised you last time I searched for the best disc in the world with the tilt that it would be green and lush when we got out here the next time. And look at those trees. Yeah, they're beautiful. I held my part of the promise and I told you to do nothing. So that's nice. Nah man, you can subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And then we'll try to check if this wave is the best disc in the world. Let's get to one.
Don't you worry, I did not forget that we have to give away these 3 discs. So please stay to the end of this video to see who is the winner.
So if you don't know the In the Search of the Best Disc in the World series, it's a series I've been doing for nearly 2 years. And we test one disc for all its abilities, putting, driving, approaching, here on this course, Tilst Disc Golf Course. And yeah, then we rank them, so you can find out which disc is the best in the world. It's the most scientific method of them all. And now that we can throw over the top on hole 1, that's what I will do. Looks good. You know, in old times there was a tree laying over. Now it's laying on the floor. Sorry, on the floor. So this is a putt for birdie. Would be nice to start with a birdie. But I don't know how this disc putts. Let's figure it out. Oh, it putts pretty well. Pretty well. One thing you have to remember when putting with drivers is you have to give them a lot of spin. Otherwise they will get weird and wobbly. Even though that's how I like putting. Hole 2 here, man, this hole is so beautiful in spring. Look at all the white flowers. It's also a very hard hole, but different to the last time we tested the disc, the tilt. This disc has the stats of 11, 5, -2, 2. So it's somewhat of an understable distance driver. And that is very good on this hole. So hopefully I can do it justice. Okay, so it has some stability. I was hoping that it would flip like 1 or 2% more, so it could slide all the way to the pin. But instead, just stabled up, and I think that will be good for us. Some of the sooner holes that it's not super flippy, and it's not super overstable. One thing that is weird is every time I tested a disc with Overmold technology, you know, this ring around the inside, it's come in first place. So maybe you already know what's gonna happen. This one is gonna be 5 on the par. Not much glide in that disc. It does better thrown at full speed. But look at the park jump. Let me give you some chain sounds. Best sound of the game. So I like to be here when the course is more empty. So this is very early in the morning and the course is just very quiet and peaceful. Hole 3 is our hyzer to the left. So I will see how this one reacts at this angle. I think we will be enjoying that throw. I was out here a couple days ago and I promise you it was not as green as it is right now. During the spring everything moves fast. I love it so much. Yes! We placed inside circle 1 again. Let's hope it's still a good putter. Oh yeah, it is. 2 down through the first 3 holes. Maybe that's some kind of record, I don't know. Hole number 4, it's the first par 4 of the day. It's a tunnel and then an open field and then a little raised basket structure. This one actually flies better than I thought. Maybe it's because of the gyro technology. But let me show you how to get out of the gap or hit the first tree. That was pretty good. But we had some headwind there. So as you can see, it flipped a little more. Bruv. I cannot stop smiling because it's so green and beautiful. Wow. Then think, what if the sun has shined today? I would have been too happy to play disc golf. We got an approach. I think I'll try the forehand. Even though I'm not a big fan of understable forehand disc, I like to chuck him over an hyzer. Let's give some hyzer flip and hopefully it goes to the basket. It for sure went to the basket. This is some early shreddage going on. Let's hope the trend continues when we get onto the wooded holes, because this course can get so hard in the end that it's not even funny. So if you told me I would have this putt for birdie, would have been very happy. You can actually check the wind with flower now. Oh, it's a headwind. Yes, sir. Sometimes my putting is just too good with these drivers. Although the forehand, the thing once again. Now that we've seen it has some stability, hopefully it goes to the pin. Oh no. Now it's fishing time. Grab. You are a bad little wave. So this is the putt to save a par. Oh, what a good run. Yeah, it's a bogey. You gotta respect that bogey. It comes to you all the time. Hole number 6 here. The longest hole of the day, meaning that we get to see how far this disc flies. Hopefully it's very long. There's OB on the right side of the path out there, so let's not go out there, even though I'll try to flex it to get close. This is good position for the first throw. Now we just have to make it to the basket. So I think if I do something along the lines of the same again, it would be good. Skip. One thing I will say about this disc is that it goes really far with not that much power. So if you need a long flying distance driver, this is the one. A wave. And maybe you can even find them at disctree.dk. This is the real test of the putting abilities right here. Oh, suddenly it got some glide, but we'll still be getting a par, which is a very good score in this hole. I've made many bogeys with short flying discs. We're still 2 under par. Hole 7 must get birdie. I don't want to score well today apparently. I tried my 1-finger power grip and you might need a couple more fingers to throw a driver like this. Approach time. That was a better distance for my 1-finger power grip. Control. Hole number 8. It's very much like the hole we just played, hole 7. Just a little longer, a little more trees. I'll try to throw it with my full grip now. Seems like a better idea. We got a runner. Good thing we tried to stop that disc so we did not hit that runner. Now we have to make sure that everything is clear, and it seems like it. Let's try once again. That's way too far. Wow, we went deep. So this is the kind of bird check of the day. By the way, hope you're liking the new mics. I can tell you I love them because I don't have to do a lot of editing with the audio afterwards. And there was a branch in the way, so it's just a par. That is a little sad. I would have liked to get that bogey. Yeah, I meant to say birdie. Hello! This is the turtle hole. I'll just throw by Kaiser. And it looks like we got wind from that direction. So when I expose the flat plate, it will just go down. Oh man, I think maybe I should not throw by Kaiser, but more of a flat shot. Because the ground up there will be really heavy. Because there's been no rain in Denmark for like a month. Yeah, I think we'll just make a little approach toss instead. A lot of headwind. Well, not as good as I expected it to be. Give me birdie soon, please. This is an uphill birdie putt, if I've ever seen one. Let me give this a good amount of speed. Oh, good height. But it's just another tap in for par. So that concludes the front 9. We are 2 under par, so we just have to play the back 9 a little bit better. There is a lot of birdie opportunities coming. On 10, it's a little flex forehand, so it should be great for this disc. Give a little hyzer, hopefully it turns a little, goes to the pin. Bruh, I kissed that tree. So I haven't found the disc yet, but some of this rough is good to be in, some of it is very bad. And I don't know which one we are in yet. Still no sign of the wave. Found it. It's right here. So if I had a putter, this would be a somewhat easy shot. But with a driver like this, I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's give it some Anheuser up there. Hope for the best. Oh no! I hit a tree very hard in the end. And I don't know how far it kicked me. I was so happy because I hit my initial gap. Turn of the disc was great. But now we gotta scramble. All the scramble in, all the scramble in. We're right outside the circle and there is no line at all. Okay, maybe there is a line over here. I don't know how this should ever work. But let's try it anyways. A band was hit. Now for the tightest gap we have to hit all day with the wave. Let's just give it a lot of height so through the gap. Oh, that was a slippery tee. Look at that thing. Maybe I shouldn't have worn my skater Vans. They do not have the best of grips, I tell you. Now it's time that we roll. Man, how often do you see a disc on a roller angle, you know, like this? Hit first one tree and then another one. Must be a channel first. So I think this forehand flex can actually get us there. Threw it a little wide. Also had to get very lucky because look at the amount of trees down there. Hopefully we're in a place where we can get up and down for a bogey now. Without saying too much, I think bogey should be secured from here. Yeah, the disc is a little weird on putts. It flexes a bit and then it hooks up in the end. Good wave. It's another bogey, bringing us back to even par. I can tell you it's still very possible to win this challenge on the par. I just have to get myself together right now. And let's start off right here. Long par 4, headwind, wave, a lot of hyzer. This should be absolutely perfect. It flew on a frozen rope. So this should be a perfect position to go through the gap. Also still a little wind from that direction should help the disc do like this. Skibbity up the hill. I am very satisfied with that shot because now the worst thing we can do here is a par. This is a makeable putt, but maybe the nerves of getting a birdie will get to me. Find out in a second. Ooh, I've dried this place out. Hole 13. And this should be a perfect disc for the hole. But let me throw it up there. Hopefully it turns, fades back in the end. I threw that a little too high. That is actually sad because I think this disc is meant for this hole. But I've gotten a little scared of slipping on these tees and these shoes. And who to blame other than myself? Let's put this into the basket. Hole number 14, tunnel shot time and wind from the right. I'll try to give it some hyzer, smooth. Hopefully it flips up a little, finds a way through the trees. Maybe we actually aced this. Do you remember in the Cloudbreaker video where I just pulled it, hit the change, went out? This will be the redemption arc. Well, no redemption on the ace, but man, what a shot. This is for another birdie. What a great birdie it will be. The release point is very good with this disc. So hole 15, it's the easiest par 4 on the course, but I think we could eagle this if we did it the right way. So that is what I will try to do. Yeah, full power smash. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Nope. Oh, it did not even get to the woods. That means we're in a bad spot. Very bad spot. Well, the basket is in behind those trees. I think I'll go for the gap up there. Yes, yes. That was such a good approach from where we were. Now we just have to make one of the longest putts today to get another birdie. just zooms through the air. We get a birdie. Come on now. Hole 16, the hardest birdie on the course because it's just such a specific line you have to throw the disc on. I'll throw the forehand, hopefully glides to left, straight in the end. Should actually be a pretty good disc for this. I like the line of that one. I don't know what we're supposed to do from here because up there you find a mandatory, so you cannot go hyzer around the outside. It's somewhat of a forehand through that gap. I guess I could hit that one, but what really talks to me is the roller. That is what I will do. Just a lot of cut so it rolls to the right. I don't know how that worked out. We're not inside the circle yet, but that hit so many trees on this way up here. What a nice putt we have here. Oh, another testy putt. My circle 1 percentages with this disc might be higher than with an actual putter. Hole 17. In my head, this is the last big challenge we have to face. Still 2 on the par, so we only have 1 stroke to give if we want to end on the par. I think I'll try left side, big turnover with the wave. That is incredible. That just eliminated double bogey and bogey from the equation because no way I get something worse than a par from where I'm at. No way. So if I had to be nitpicky, I would have liked to be a little more like right here. But man, what a drive. Now just smooth forehand down to the basket. Or into the tree. That makes me sad. I am so sad that I missed my approach up after that drive. I just wasn't trusting the overstability of this disc. I thought it would flip, but it did not. Now I have to make this putt to save a par. After bragging about not being able to make a bogey. Magnus, you idiot. I'm still on the par, and I can still birdie the last hole. I feel sad inside. I feel like this is how disc golf courses should be, with a lot of leaves on the trees. So I have to give this a lot of hyzer. I did just what I said. That makes me happy that I can finally do something that I want to. Now let's hope that it got so close that we can't miss it. This might be my new play on this hole because we're absolutely parked. I think one last putt. Now let's get to the scoreboard.
Now is the time to see who won these discs. First of all, thank you very much for all of you guys participating in the giveaway. I spent a lot of time putting all your names into this wheel, so let's spin the wheel. Good luck to everybody. Dun, 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 dun. Congratulations, Mikkel Robinson Isaacson. You are the winner. Please message me on Instagram. You can find my handle in the description, and I will figure out how to get you these discs.
That was all for this time. I'll pick the wave out of the basket and tell you, sadly it was not the best disc in the world, but I tried. Now I will see you soon.